Gamers, welcome back to the series. Episode 52. Oh boy. In the last episode, we basically begun work on base 2 of this world. Building this small little starter tent. It's really cozy and I do like it. Doggo's here supporting us and we're living a great life. We also built a rail line which connects up to our first base. And as far as building goes, basically restarted. Very pleased that we did that. However, something I'm not so pleased about, but I've just had to do it, is transport literally everything from that base over there over to this base. And now we're really disorganized. I had to put everything in shulker boxes and carry it over. We even lost some of it because of my careless actions. Now we're very disorganized and we just have to get on with it and make do. Eventually a storage building. Not a storage basement, a storage building, but not today. Today, I actually want to build farms, big crop fields. Now you might be wondering, why the hell do I need to do that? I literally have an automatic wheat farm. That's true, but again, it's over at that other base, which is fine. I'm not saying I'm gonna build another automatic wheat farm. The real reason I'm doing it is because something I've always had in mind for over at my first base were big crop fields. Maybe we don't even harvest it and it just looks good, but big crop fields. It supplies us with foods and it looks good and makes this base just all come together. However, at the time we were focusing on taking down the Ender Dragon, and by the time the dragon was dead, it was time to move on to bigger projects, and the crop field just went out the window. So what better way to kick off this base with crop field? If you're excited, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Long grind to 600 subscribers, been going for months, but we will keep going. We will never stop. Alright, let's stop me blabbering on and let's get building. So, if we're going to build these crop fields, then we need a good place to build them. And I want to build them somewhere that isn't going to get in our way of any future project, but will also look good and shan't be too far. And, ooh, foxes. Is that a little spoiler for the next episode? I don't know. Anyway, today, crop fields. So, I'm torn at the minute. I'm torn between putting the crop fields over here in this direction or in this direction over here. Now, I'm leaning towards this way because we have a lot more space over there and it would be better for building. And we have a hill here. But then the hill means it wouldn't necessarily look as good as I want it to. So I'm also leaning to over here. I really don't know, man. I have a vision, but whether I'm going to be able to pull it off or not, I don't know. I might go over here. I think I'm going to do it here. Alright, we have lots of space. So some crop fields, they won't be a problem. However, space around here. Well, we have it, but we also don't. The trees, I hate to say it, but they've got to go. So goodbye, spruce trees. You will not be remembered, but it doesn't really bother me. Just get lost and we can get building. Well, sure enough, we've cleared out a little bit of space. We've chopped down a whole bunch of trees. And I've done a whole bunch of farming. I didn't decide to do it on camera because farming crops in Minecraft, boring. But this is what we have. All of these right here. We have the terracotta. We have the prismarine, the cactus. Very sweet. Oh, I don't care about any of that. It is all of these seeds and foods that I care about. We're going to plant wheat, beetroot, carrots, and potatoes. It is going to be luxurious, amazing, some would say. However, the golden tool today, oh, hello. Mr. Ho. No. Why did I say that? Hello, Useless. That is your name. Useless. Useless, you're going from useless to the golden tool. I don't use you a lot, but you are going to help us a lot today. So I think we'll start by hoeing this section of the land. Something I've just remembered is I'm going to need a whole lot of water to keep this field hydrated. Otherwise, don't crops like they die or they don't grow or something? So yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just die. Look, they're all just dying. So what we want to do is go grab some water. We've already started our farming operation and things are going great. And I have one water bucket. And you may be yelling mean insults at my water bucket in the comments because look at this. As soon as we put some water down. Oh no, we're out of water. Well, you are incorrect. Infinite water source. Let's go. And we don't want to be jumping on our field. And let me tell you, this is just the beginning of my field. And my oak slabs, you probably can't help but notice I have a ton of them. Well, that is to separate the fields. We have some for beetroot, some for carrots, some for potatoes. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't do this too often. If I want like a big crop field, I'll either make some tiny one in rows like I did at the beginning of the series, or I'll make a farm for it. I don't normally do big fields, but they actually look pretty cool and I'm missing out on the fun, so I'm just gonna do them. And you can't stop me because this is my world and I do what I want. And yes, this looks like a great field. Now we're going to skip the night. Bye, doggo. What do you mean you can only sleep at night? I'm not having that. Let me sleep. Doggo's tired. I'm tired. Thank you. Well, now that field is actually in place, why don't we pull out the seeds and actually begin planting the wheat? Because I'm pretty sure we have enough water, so we may as well plant the wheat. I don't think anything's gonna die, and I think everything will be fine. And by the time we've done the next field, which will be for beets, this field will be half done growing, if not all done growing. And also, let me know in the comments, because I'm actually curious. Do I leave this up for aesthetics and leave it fully grown at all times? Or do I actually use it and harvest it? Let me know, because I'm actually really interested. Alright, so unfortunately, not all of this is done growing, but doesn't really bother me because the beetroot field is ready. All we need to do is plant the beets and add in the outline in the form of oak slabs. And does it really have to rain? Right, so beetroot seeds, let's do this thing. This is going to be pretty awesome. I also have a stack of dirt which I was using to flatten out the land. But here we go, time to plant our beets. So you may have noticed that the beetroot field is a whole lot smaller than the wheat field. That is 100% intentional. I don't really want this field to be massive. Partly because I'm never going to use beets, but I also want to have room for other more reliable foods. Because if it does come down to the case that I start to use this as like my main source of food, my main source wants to be the best food. So if I'm taking up all the land with fields of beetroot, yeah, you guys get the idea. I don't want to fill the land up with beetroot. But with 8 beetroot seeds to spare, we actually managed to fill this mini field. But now I'm going to go ahead and just outline it in the form of oak slabs again, which really do look nice for like farm outlines. Alright guys, so you guys get the gist of what I'm going to be doing now. Just farming the land, adding water to keep the field nice and hydrated, planting the crops and watching them grow. So I think I'm going to do the final 2 crops, carrots and potatoes, both off camera. And when we come back, it'll be time to call the episode done. And these farms, yeah, they're really looking good. I don't know if I like the look of that dirt. Might add trapdoors there, but we'll see. All will be revealed in 3, 2, 1. Guys, we have a trident wheeling drown. Why don't we test our chances? I don't know if we're going to be able to get it, but... Oh, I'm so glad I started recording. I'm so glad I actually took on the drown. There is our first trident. Very low durability, but nothing a bit of mending won't fix. Well, we'll work on that before the end of the episode. Gamers, welcome back. So, as you can see, we have finished building all of our fields. We have the wheat field, the beetroot field, we have the carrot field. What? Why is this one carrot not growing? Whatever. And we also have the potato field. Also, as you can see, I opted for trapdoors at the back there. Yes, it removes a row of crops, but from a distance you can't really see, so I'm fine with it. It looks nice instead of ugly. That's all that bothers me. And we have the pathway just going all the way down to the bottom here, which will continue to more builds as this base goes on. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Minecraft Survival Gamers. Of course, let me know in the comments if I should use this as an actual food farm, if I should just leave it up and never really harvest it, but just leave it up for aesthetics. Let me know, I'm actually quite interested. In the next episode, we're going to do something with orange creatures that spawn in the taiga biome. I'm sure you guys know what I'm on about. Until then, stay safe and goodbye, gamers. Oh, and before I wrap up the episode, before I end it off, we got a trident from killing that drown. Yeah, we enchanted it. It's called Get Lost, because I named it that. And it has some pretty decent enchants. Alright, I gotta go. See you next time.